So our next topic is about pandas. So what is pandas? Pandas is a Python package providing not just fast, but flexible and expressive data structures. So it's data structures just like table na nasa database, no? So there is a row and column or rows and columns, no? So data structures designed to make working with relational or labeled data, and it aims to be fundamental high-level building block for doing practical real-world data analysis. So Pandas is mo na siyang ginagamit for data analysis because it would be easier for you to clean, to remove duplicates, to handle missing values for your data, no, using Pandas. Explore the data. So Pandas is well suited for many different kinds of data. So number one is the tabular data, rows and columns. So ordered and unordered, not necessarily fixed frequency, just like time series data. No, time series data, kanang more like historical data ba? Sample, consumption sa inyong electrical consumption every month ninyo. So that's time series values, no? Arbitrary mixed data or homogeneously typed or heterogeneous data with rows and column labels, or any other form of observational or statistical data sets. So do not be confused with observations, no, and a number of rows. So that would typically refer to the number sa imong data tanan ba? Pila ka buok sulod sa imong data set. So ang counts niya sa the entire data set. So aside po the number of observations na ang term say. So data structures. There are two data structures for pandas, no? The series and the data frame. So pag series lang siya, that's one-dimensional labeled homogeneity type array. Ano siya? Isa lang gid ang iyang data type nga series siya. Text gina siya tanan. Numeric gina siya tanan. So kung ano siya nga data type mo gina siya in a single series na. Data frame, generally two-dimensional labels, 2D labeled, size mutable tabular structure with potentially heterogeneously typed columns. In every column line siya pwede. Kaning nga column is text, kaning next column is numerical, ana. So categorical, numerical, categorical, ana. Not necessarily to have in every column parehas sila tanan og types sa data. That's data frame na. Pag data frame, row and column. Pag series, isa lang siya ka dimension. What kind of data does Pandas handle? So when working with tabular data, such as data stored in spreadsheets or database or in CSV file, Pandas is the right tool for you. Pandas will help you explore, clean, and process. So that's ECP, explore, clean, and process your data. You know, so we have row and column here in the image now. So row and then the column. Pandas supports integration with many file formats or data sources out of the box sa CSV file. So that's comma separated values. Comma ang iyang pagitan niya, yung delimiter in every values, no? Excel, SQL, JSON, and etc. Importing data from each of these data sources is provided by function with the prefix read underscore asterisk, so wildcard. So read underscore CSV, read underscore HTML, so on and so forth. XLS, Excel. Ayun siya. So how do I select a subset of a table? Subset meaning portion of that particular table, no? Selecting or filtering specific rows or columns. Filtering the data in a conditions, methods for slicing, selecting or extracting data you need are available in Pandas. So Pandas offered this feature now wherein you can get portion of your data or a sample of your data, just like in SQL, di ba? So how to create plots in Pandas? Later on, we're going to provide or we're going to have a demo for the code no, on how are you going to do the visualizations, the plots in Pandas, as well as katong mentioned kanina, selecting rows, filtering, aggregating, group by, ito siya. So you can pick plot type, may it be scatter, bar, or box plot, corresponding to your data. So your data frame and then that plot, and then what kind of plot. So here are the data frame attributes used in the next session, no, which is the our coding. No? So these are the attribute or the methods or functions available. We have df, or by convention, no, we use the variable name df for data frame. So by convention, that's df that head. When we call the head function, it displays the first few rows of your data frame. So I think that's first 5 values of our data frame. Somehow you can specify, just put a values di sa sulod sa imong open and close parenthesis. So kung 10, 10 po lang yung first few 10. So the opposite for this one is the tail. So df the tail. The the last 5 values or 5 observations or rows, no? So accesses a single column as a series. So the name or the column name, df, open and close, ano siya? Square brackets. Ano siya? So we have accessing multiple columns as data frame. So if you have multiple column names that needs to be accessed, just have to add another square brackets now enclosed to our outside the square brackets, and then specify the name of the column. Say for example, column 1, column 2. df.loc or location, that's loc. I think it's location. No? It accesses rows and columns by label. Kung sa gito yung actual na label. But iloc that df.iloc accesses rows and columns by integer based indexing. So kato yung index nga magawas later on makita na to. df.fillinA, it's a function in data frame that provides filling of the missing values sa atong data frame. So yan ang imap kung na mga missing values dito niya iyang sudlan. So pwede po na to specify kung unsa nga column ang atong i-fill inan of values. df that drop duplicates, it omits duplicate rows based on a specified column. For example, column age, column name na nag-duplicate dito, remove using drop duplicates. Remove niya ang katong entire tuple or rows. Group by, so groups the data frame by specified columns and applies aggregate function. Group by. So df the set index sets specific columns as index of the data frame. And then, what else? Resets the index of the data frame. Pwede na to, ang yang available or default nga index, integer integer base. But somehow, we can use the date, the ID number, the name as or the email as our index, no? Para pohon, whenever we're going to use the one, we have to specify using the you specify the values in the column, or we're going to pull up values in the rows. You just have to call the itong index niya. So df that shapes, it returns the shapes of the data frame, rows, and columns. So we have the df value counts. It counts the occurrences or existence of each unique value in a column. Unique value niya nga nasa column. For example, male and female. Bilangon niya tanan ang pila nag-exist nga male and female sa katong particular nga column. So df to save, it saves the data frame to the CSV file. Gamma separated value or df that at accesses a single value for row and column pair by labels. Filtering, this one, sample. So filters and updates rows based on a condition. Df that info, It displays a summary of data frame including the types and non-null counts. So this is one of the important thing, no, para mahibala nato ang sa tawag nun, ang summary sa atong data frame. Okay. So describe, it provides summary statistics of numerical columns in the data frame. Yang i-describe niya summary katurang kuan if you have categorical values, ang iyang bilangon is katurang mga A numbers. Iyang yung performance o katong basic statistics, mean, median, mode, range, unsa. So ignore to niyang mga categorical nga mga column. With the mean, median, and the count, we're going to specify a statistical value for that particular column, no? What else? Get group. So it retrieves a subset of data frame corresponding to a specific group. Halimbawa, natay retrieves a subset of data frame corresponding to a specified group. Example, male and female sa country. Ano ito? So get country group and then get the value of that particular group. df.look, country group, what else? I think this is the last part. Yeah. So now we're going to start coding for our data frame, no? So I think medyo lengthy ni siya. So we're going to split the recorded lecture into two. We have part 1 and part 2. Or maybe part 3. Ilan?